Hi, Jackie. Yes, I actually did get your permanency report to the court today, and I had a question about it. On page 3, it says that y'all have ruled out for PHAB, which if I looked it up correctly, that's physical abuse, correct?
Yes.
And RTB for NSUP, which is neglectful supervision?
Yes.
How did anybody neglectfully supervise it? Like, how did my dad commit neglectful supervision if he's never been alone with her? There's always been everybody here, or she was at my sister's, the babysitter.
Did you participate in the adversary hearing, the very initial hearing?
Ma'am.
This was all at the adversary hearing. This was all already introduced, and
I understand that, but it was not brought up. Neglectful supervision was not. And my dad was not there. He was denied being there because until this very paper, he wasn't listed on there.
Okay. Well, what's in the CPS history and
that's
the files? That's what I was trying to tell you. That's what the.
Yeah, but I don't have a history. I don't have a history at all.
I'm talking to Ashley.
I mean, y'all gonna cut that crap out. That's getting old fast. I asked you a simple question. I ain't being rude or nothing. You can't do that. I don't have a history. You better stop playing with me.
Jackie?
My name is on the paper. How am I not on the case?
Jackie, you'll speak to my dad just as well as you'll speak to my mom. It's the same grounds. If he's going to be listed on the case, you're going to have to speak with him.
No, I'm not reading.
Well, then I will be calling your supervisor. Thank you very much.
Tell me why you won't speak to me when all I'm asking is, what have I done? You have nothing on me.
I can't explain anything.
Why can't you explain it?
Screaming and yelling.
Well, ma'am, you said the first thing out of your mouth is, I'm not going to talk to you.
I can't talk to you. You're not a party to my case.
I am right here, named on it.
You're not. Did you get served by the sheriff's office for this law?
Okay, here, we'll play like we're 2 years old. Ashley, repeat after me. What did my daddy do? We'll play like that. Go ahead, say it.
I'm not going to do that.
You ain't got a choice. We have a question. You're refusing the answer. If you want to ask it, let me ask it. I'll ask her. It's childish, but I'll do it. Ashley, find out.
You can talk to my supervisor. I'm not going to go back and forth with y'all.
We're not going back and forth. We want one question. We want one question answered. That's it. We're not going back and forth. It's one question. Why will you not answer? What did I do? I've never been alone with any fucking child ever.
I tried to tell you last week for 45 minutes.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
Tell me right now. What did I do? It's that simple.
I can't talk to you because
Yes, you can.
on
Stop.
and on.
Hold on, Ashley.
You don't want to listen.
Hold on. I'm going to be quiet, and you can either talk or not talk, but be aware you are being recorded at this point.
Well,
Ask her, Ashley.
I'm not agreeing to be recorded.
It don't matter. In the state of Texas, you don't have to. Only one person has to agree in the state of Texas, and we agree.
Well, you can call my supervisor if that's
So you're not going to answer, what did I do? Since you're just claiming that you got me on your list, you're refusing to answer. Is that correct?
You are not a party.
Ashley, ask her if she's refusing to answer.
You're not at all.
Are you refusing to answer the question?
I'm going to hang up now. Thank you. This is Sally.
Hi, Sally. This is Ashley Merritt. A few months ago, in October, Ryan Trevino was the investigator that removed my daughter.
Uh-huh.
And
just say that they're saying that I was found guilty of neglect, and I never even was investigated.
Yeah. Now in the case, they're saying that my dad was validated in neglectful supervision. But he was never investigated. He's not part of the case until today, from what they've told me. And they told, what's her name? Miss Booker told me that I needed to get a hold of you to find out.
If I'm not mistaken, he was validated in the previous case, and he was listed as what's called a perpetrator in the previous case.
And no charges were put up because I wasn't guilty. They found that there was no harm, ma'am. I did not touch the child.
It was due to the domestic violence with.
And I don't have domestic violence, ma'am.
Ma'am, they just ruled out any violence.
Yeah, I was not found guilty of that.
It is in my permanency hearing report. It has that physical abuse is ruled out, but they brought up neglectful supervision. And they said that he was validated for neglectful supervision, but until this point, it was never even brought up.
The police proved that it never even occurred. Alex was lying.
So, but here's the thing. Our burden of proof is way less than law enforcement's burden of proof.
Well, what proof do you have? There wasn't a mark on it?
I don't believe you were validated for physical abuse. It's neglectful supervision. That, and then the child tested positive, and all three of you guys were caregivers to her.
No, they were gone for a month, ma'am. If you remember, if you check Ryan's deal, for a month they didn't live here. They lived in New Mexico, and my entire family came back clean for everything. We allowed you to test all of us, and no one came back with nothing. So that happened when they were in New Mexico.
And so when you got a closing letter, because you should have gotten a closing letter, and if you haven't, I can send you a new one.
No, ma'am, I didn't get nothing.
There's a way to dispute the findings if that's what you choose to do. You have to contact the woman whose name escapes me at the moment.
Well, how come I'm just now finding out? What is it? 6 days before court? That seems like a setup.
Well, no, Ryan should have told you about it at the very beginning.
I was never even investigated. The only thing I was investigated by Ryan with was over my sons saying that my daughter had threw a shoe at my sons.
You were part of Ashley's case.
No, ma'am. They made it very clear that I couldn't even speak to him because I was not part of the case. I have it recorded as well.
Okay, he couldn't speak to you about Ashley and Alex's part of it, but he should have spoken to you about.
He didn't even ask me a single.
Against you.
No, ma'am. He didn't ask me one single question. Period. Said there was none against me in this case.